Good morning. New look. So that's our view on India also. There's new India happening. Mr. Manish, our Deputy Ambassador to this country, Indonesia. Mr. Ridwan, our Chief Guest of the morning and Chairman of the Chamber of Commerce here. My colleague, Mr. Shekhar Reddy, President. Mr. Sushil Mantri, Chairman of Convention Committee. Mr. Gitambar Anand, President-elect. My Vice Presidents, Mr. Jakshay, Mr. Satish, Mr. Harsh, and Joint Secretary, Mr. Vijay Mirchandani, Joint Secretary, Mr. Tripathi, and friends. A great gathering. I must compliment the Convention Committee and Sushil for excellent gathering of 850 plus people here and specially spread across the country. This is something exemplary. Friends, I hope there will be a lot of takeaways during these 2 days of deliberation. CREDAI has been making a lot of effort, and our persistent effort has culminated into various things, which my colleague will elaborate later. The recent action of RBI to reduce home loan rates through allowing HFIs to borrow abroad at cheaper rate is definitely the effort of CREDAI, and you must have heard me on various issues connected to this. Today, I am not going to speak about our problems. I am not going to show my anger. There is no politician here to show anger. I am not going to speak about environment, finance, RBI, banking, approval processes. Cement prices going up, above 330 also. But what we need to talk about today is how we are going to steer through now coming times. There is time of hope. Like Indonesia, India has seen a big change, and we are all hopeful for big things happening. However, current times, inflation is up, interest rates not going down, customers not willing to pay for our inefficiencies. They hate delays. They want cost-effective housing. Economic Times has been bashing for last 2-3 days. We have seen they have raised CCI issues, named 20-odd developers who are errant. Then it carried an article that no interest cost deduction will be available if the possession of premises goes beyond 3 years. Holding completed flats in the hand of developer also is taxable. And corruption obviously has gone sky high. So what does this say? Business environment getting difficult day by day. Now, I will like to assess sentiment because we are going to prepare for our conclave in Delhi soon, where we will be presenting before maybe Honorable Prime Minister and other ministers. How many of you feel markets are comfortable and cash flows are very comfortable? Please raise your hands. None. So that means we are struggling. That means the times are really difficult. So what we need to do is sell. In fact, just yesterday somebody met me. Please don't talk about easy approval processes. Don't now bring in stock. We have to sell the current stock. This is one way of thinking. But the positive way of thinking is how do we increase sell? How do we make the pie bigger for everybody to eat in? with Mr. Modi as Prime Minister, hopes are sky high. The talk is, how do we generate employment? And in Mr. Modi's words, or if we rephrase, what he says, business is for poor. So respect business so that we can generate employment and make our poor elevate their standards. 65% of GDP comes from urban areas in India. In advanced countries, it goes up to 90%. We are supposedly to be most important stakeholders of urbanization. However, what do you think is our share in this whole urbanization issue? We do not cater to more than 3% of urban families. So, our share that way is minuscule. Also, very recently with new government in place, I was very disappointed when Finance Minister did not call us for consultation. He called other industries. Now, if you introspect, why? So there is an image deficit, there is a trust deficit. We of course tried our best. We launched Mission Transparency, we tried to do code of conduct signed by each individual. But it doesn't seem to be helping the way it should. Now, we need to do something drastic, because when we force ourselves upon politicians, ministers, bureaucrats to hear us, and when we meet, most of them, they think about the people who give election funding. So, you are not a respected community who is welcome and who is honored. We need to change this. We need to change this for our generation. We need to change this for next generation. Now, how do we do it? We are smartest of the people. We are brave hearts. But are we short-sighted? Are we selfish? Are we doing enough to justify our expertise, experience, intelligence and exposure? So, how do we play a major role in shaping up future of urbanization? How do we contribute to Mr. Modi's vision? Yesterday, Gerard showed us a piece of how he can look into future. Of course, I was disappointed because he could say what is future for him for yesterday. He didn't teach us. How do you do it? Because we want to use our mental energy and we are here to learn. Now, today, I saw a dream. Or rather, I did crystal ball gazing. And I saw 5 years after today, our chairman president sitting with Prime Minister, talking urban policies and framing policies for urban India. Now, I am also going to say what Gerard didn't say, how it happens. Friends, every city, if prepares a vision plan, a blueprint for development and an execution plan, CREDAI takes this initiative. Realizing strengths of each city, some city may do excellent in tourism, some city may do excellent in textile, some in IT, some in heavy industry, some in chemical industry, pharmaceutical industry, education. And create entire development and a plan around that strength. Ultimately, what is the aim? Fraser says, Poor people migrating from rural areas to Sao Paulo, New York or Mumbai is matter of celebration. They are there to upgrade their lifestyle, their quality of life. Mr. Modi is showing us that dream. Everybody has to contribute to this dream and make it happen. And we better do something whereby we seemingly contribute to this dream of India, a great India of future. So, maybe if we all decide, and mind you, it's not one city that should do. Entire country, we have 150 odd associations, city organizations. Each one of our city CREDAI unit does this. And then see what happens. And for this, we contribute 1% of our revenue for the cause. Now, CREDAI National should make this blueprint a strategy, also advise on how and when to do what, with whose help, what consultancy, etc. This can do miracle. This will be lifting our stature because we'll then be we're contributing to direct ideas or ideas which will make those visions come into reality, and then we gain respect. Friends, there has been talk about smart cities, and I tried to do a lot of research, took a lot of help, guidance, got confused. What is smart city? And 100 new cities? So maybe 100 years? But then I said, what is a smart personality? A smart human being. Good looking, very active, very intelligent, healthy, rich. So what is smart city? So S stands for simple, because nobody likes people who just, kind of show off. Simple. M for manageable. A for aesthetics. R for resourcefulness. T for technology. And then these cities where you and me live, if they are efficient in energy, water, sewage management, waste management, power management, your sustainability, and then each city can become smart. So friends, limited time, not to elaborate, but we need to rise to do something for this country so that we gain respect. Thank you very much.